Hello everybody, this is SteroidUnicorn here, and welcome to a brand new series where we are going to be working on the Runescape world that I am building. I'm just going to be, walking around, checking stuff out, and we're going to be building some new stuff, of course. So, yeah, let's check out what I've done recently. So I just did my my tour of the majority of the Runescape world so far. But yeah, so today I'm just going to be looking at some new stuff that I just built that wasn't in that tour. So before it ended at this river, that was it. And today I just built this bridge, and I also built the entire Barbarian village. So I built this hill, I built all the nice logs around it. We're just going to check that out real quick. So the path here is all dirt. It's got gravel and dirt and coarse dirt mixed in. And then I've got bricks here. So just a heads up, guys. I'm using B-Dub's texture pack. I'll check it out here just to show you guys. Options, resource packs. So right there, B-Dub's version blah 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 .zip. So basically, if you want that, you can go over to one of his videos and download it for yourself. It's really nice, and I'm building the majority of this world with it. So once people start playing on this world, I would recommend using that because that is how things are supposed to be represented. That's how I built them initially. So yeah, but yeah, so with that texture pack, there's the dirt here and then the coarse dirt. So the coarse dirt looks normal. But the dirt has 4 different variations, so I'm going to just show you guys that. So you can see here, there's one, it's got some kind of gravel in it. There's another one, it's got a bit of moss. That's the same. That one's a normal dirt block. Normal again, same as the other one, same as the other one. There is one more in here somewhere that's there. Wait, I think it's that one. No, there's one with stone. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyway. Basically, how it works is it randomizes it based on which block it's placed in, so which coordinate. So every couple blocks, it'll switch up. So you can see here, this block is that mossy block, and I can place it there 100 times, and it'll always be that. But if I place that there, it'll be different, and it'll be the same. Like you can't change it based on where it is. But yeah, so I kind of mixed the dirt and coarse dirt to give it some kind of tattered variation here. And then the gravel as well. The gravel has some variation in it as well. As you can see, there's some different gravel textures. That's the normal one. And then it's got kind of some various cobblestone-y kind of looks, just like that one there. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. Makes it look like it's been worn down. And then we've got the bricks here that lead up. So basically, the goal in this world is to have slabs everywhere that there's an incline. Like, I don't want people to have to be jumping as they're playing this game, So the majority of the world, as you can see, is flat. So it's easy to just maneuver. You can just walk to where you need to go, just like you are in a game. So I try to keep slabs or flat wherever I can. So then this bridge here, you can just walk up it easy. This path here, even though it's a hill, you can still just easily walk up it. Just like so. And yeah, so because I just started recently using this texture pack, I'm kind of replacing a couple of the pathways, so to that sort of texture, just because it looks a lot better in my opinion. Like this is just the regular coarse dirt. And it looks okay, but it looks a lot better if it's a bit tattered. So I'm gonna go around and change a lot of the dirt paths to that. The gravel paths are okay because gravel has some variation in it already, with the texture. But yeah, so now to the Barbarian village. We just head up here. We got the cool log wall around it. I think it kind of actually brings in the theme really well. And then we got the path coming in here. Got the little mining area in the middle. Got some, I believe this is tin. And then some coal. And you got your little hole to the stronghold of security, I believe it's called, where you can get your boots or gloves or whatever. I forget exactly. I think there's 2 different types of boots you can get there. And yeah, so we got this little pottery area here. It's got like a anvil, so you can kind of do some smelting and do some pottery. And you got some pottery wheels here. So this is for firing pots and stuff like that. So yeah. And then this over here, it's just a little room. It's really nothing too much. Like this is a village, right? Like it's kind of a primitive village. It's not really meant to be too fancy. But up here with the hay roofs, I'm using hay, and the reason that I'm using hay is because with this texture pack, it looks, you know, like actual hay. It looks good. It doesn't look yellow like in the actual game. I really wish they would change that, but if we go over to resource packs and take this off, we're just going to take a look at this, how it is in the vanilla texture pack. So this is the main reason why I want people to use this texture pack, because some of the stuff like this hay will look really weird. Really doesn't look good. So just give it a second. And hello, there we go. So yeah, you can see here that it actually looks pretty terrible. Like it, yeah, no, just yellow and gross. It doesn't look good. And these paths don't look nearly as good either. The brick doesn't look good. Just yeah, like a lot of stuff just looks a lot worse. And yeah, there's a couple other things, but I'll get to that after. I'll switch back texture packs here, just like so. And we'll check out the rest of the village, and then we'll go check out some other various things that we're going to be working on in the future. Okay, so yeah, we've got the stronghold of security, the little mining area in the middle here, and then if we head over this way, we've got a little shop here. We've got helmet. It's a helmet shop, so I got some little helmets there with some hooks, so it's kind of like they're hanging on the hooks. And I put a hole in the roof, which is in the game as well, with a little fire so that the smoke can get out. And yeah, that's basically it for that. This is just another little room. It's got a spinner's wheel for spinning wool. And you can do some various things with that inside the game. Over here, this is kind of the nicest building in the entire place. It's still not too fancy, but I do like how it looks. It's got some logs on the side there, kind of nice. And yeah, I kind of like the shape. You know, it's kind of like it is a mead hall. It's a you know, they just come in here to have feasts and drink and all that good stuff. But yeah, so we got the tables, and we got some dragon heads on the wall here, and some boxes in the corner, just some simple stuff. This isn't too complex a room. There's nothing really in here in the game. It's just kind of a for show thing, kind of to add to the village, you know. So that's, yeah, it's basically meant to just be looked at from the outside because there's not much in there. And then we got just this dead tree, which is in the game too. So yeah, that's basically it for this village. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. I used the brush tool to make the hill. So basically, I don't know if I still have it now. So I did slash brush. No, it'd be slash brush, sphere, and then I believe I did sphere of 3-1. So 3-1 is coarse dirt, just like that, and then you go 2. So 2, I believe, is the size of brush that I use. So yeah, there we go. You can see just like that. You can brush along with the brush, and you can kind of stack it up like that. Oh, that was really far away. And then you can do slash undo, 5, something like that. And then it'll undo it all. So it's kind of good like that. You can brush it around. If you mess up, you can just do undo. And yeah, so I'm going to actually just undo 2 just to get rid of that. But yeah. So that's what I used to build this. I kind of just outlined it with that and then kind of built it up on a hill. Yeah, so that's what it's like in the game. And then we got this little building here that I built. It's interesting. I'm not sure exactly what it's... Whoops, that's supposed to be filled in. I'm not exactly sure what this building is supposed to be. It's kind of just here. It looks like a jail, honestly. Like, it's got, like, hooks and handcuffs all over the place, and it's got, like, blood on the floor. But yeah. And it's got 3 floors. Unfortunately, I wish it only had 2 because I expected it only to have 2 when I built it. Because the building on the outside doesn't look very big in the game. Like, it looks around this size. But there's 3 floors in it, and so I had to make the ceilings 2 blocks high, which I never like doing, but I had to in this case. But yeah, so it's got this cool little balcony here, and that's about it for that. I'm sure you guys can probably tell from the general feeling here is that I'm not a very good builder in general. I never know what to do with a building like this, especially when it's in a, like when I'm copying it off of something. Like I'm copying this from RuneScape, so it's kind of difficult for me to properly uh, proportion stuff and properly, find kind of the right texture, like if I should put logs there or if I should leave it or not, because I want it to look kind of like it does in the game, but I also want it to look good. So yeah, that's always the issue for me. Like if we chuck logs here, we can kind of see. I don't know. Like that's the thing. I could put logs here, 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 like on each of the corners. That might look better. So why don't we try that? Why don't we just quick do that? Just like so. Actually, we can use our axe. / set log. There we go. And like that. And like this. So we'll see how that looks. Does it look better? Honestly, yeah. I should leave it like that. That would make more sense to have, some logs just to break up the plankiness. Generally, I'm trying to keep the textures the same, but the thing is, in RuneScape, the textures look fine, like just to have like a square like that. But in Minecraft, it's too blocky, and it's not enough tattered textures. So yeah, I think that works definitely. I might put them here too, just to kind of keep the trend, all the corners. Yeah, so that looks good. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead over this way. This is where Draenor Manor is gonna go. I'm not gonna build that myself, I don't think. I'm gonna hopefully get somebody to help me on here with that. Once again, I'm looking for people to help me with this entire world build, because just doing it myself is kind of difficult. It's not necessarily just difficult, but it's very, very time consuming. Even if I had 2 other people building, like it would take way less time. But yeah, so over here by Draenor Manor, you can see with the texture pack, the wheat looks really good. Looks like actual wheat, and the potatoes. This is actually the main reason that I like this texture pack. It's good in most aspects, but this specifically because these potatoes don't look disgusting. But with the actual texture pack, like it's such vibrant green. Like looking at a field like this with the actual texture pack hurts your eyes. Like it actually hurts your eyes. So yeah, that's the main reason that I am not doing that. And then over here, I changed the texture as well. I just kind of went along here. I'm going to be doing it to the rest of the dirt as well. But it looks, you can tell it looks a lot better. Looks a little bit more like a path, because paths don't just show up. Like they don't, you don't usually build a path. It just gets trampled down, and it kind of, it gets trampled down and it gets that look, that trampled down look. So this makes more sense that it's a little more varied and not just a perfectly one textured path. But yeah, so I think, guys, the next thing I'm going to be working on is going over here and curving the path around this way, and Port Sarim is over this way. So if you get the path to come that way, and kind of in this general area, of course I can't really start building it on camera just because it wouldn't really work, because I have to be looking at the actual game. I have to have RuneScape and this open at the same time. So I'm probably not going to be building, I may build the actual, like if I get a structure and I outline it and everything, I may fill it in on camera, but I'm not going to be building things from scratch, like starting a new city or anything like that. Unless one day I want to record my whole screen, and then we can kind of go back and forth between the two. But yeah, so that's basically what's been going on with this build. And once again, guys, comment on this video if you really want to help with this. I would really appreciate it, and it would get this done a lot faster. But I do like that the Barbarian village. I really do. Whenever I build something new, guys, I really just like to look at it and see how it looks. And I'm usually pretty happy with the result, as long as I do a good job, of course. Like, I can tell when something doesn't look good at all. And of course, this isn't something that's spectacular or anything, but I think just the general look of it looks good. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I kind of rambled on a bunch, but yeah, basically every episode we're just going to be kind of looking at one kind of area, maybe a structure or a city, or just a district, an area, stuff like that. But basically, yeah. So this is going to be the end of this episode. Next episode we'll probably be looking at Port Sarum and see how that is coming along. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and do all the other awesome things you guys do. And I will see you in the next video.